Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss how long it will take for the body to die once you cease to drink either Weller or Blanton. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Luke Otero, Von Nieters, Kathy Cool, and Katie Proof.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello. Hey, so yeah, we're going to get into a little science today, see if we can figure out how long it takes the body to just wither away and die once you stop drinking either Blanton's or Weller. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, Katie said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that?
Yeah, I've really been thinking about this one for just days, dying to bring it to small talk today.
Right.
So this show is set to air probably a few days after Christmas. So I'd like to know everyone's thought process on returning gifts. Is it something you do? What's the time frame? Are you deciding immediately? So within a few days after Christmas, do you already have it divided up? You know which ones you're returning, or do you have a different way you approach a gift that you know this ain't gonna work? I'm not gonna be using this.
Okay.
Good question.
Yeah,
it's a good question.
I don't return gifts at all. If it's, I'm too lazy to take it into any place. I mean, I guess if there's a price point that it hit, I guess I would. But for the most part, the gifts I exchange aren't expensive enough to do anything. I'll just put it aside and be like, I should return this, and then I never do. And so, yeah, there you go. Donate it down the road. So no returning for me.
I'm pretty much identical to Steve. I literally set a pile aside. I'm like, yeah, I don't want any of this. I'm going to return it. And
it never happens.
3 weeks later, I'm like, oh, I still have this. And then that's the time to return it. So
yeah.
Well, okay. I do the, I separate it and I return it almost within 72 hours.
Whoa.
I don't
Like
mess
the
around.
crowds, huh?
I don't mess around.
Can't say I'm surprised here.
Yeah, Luke's on it.
He's efficient.
Oh, yeah.
The crowds in those lines.
Right.
It's so terrible.
What's your policy,
He times it just right within that 72 hours.
Yeah. He gets there early, I'm sure. Coffee in hand. Yeah. I need to return this. Yeah. Kathy, how about you?
People separate from me when I.
Oh yeah, here comes when they see the hair, they're like, "Oh, this guy must." He
Get
must be
out of the way!
Yeah, look at that head of hair. Yeah.
He goes to the front of the line.
Oh heck yeah! Sorry, sir. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
All right, Kathy, what do you do?
Well, my family is small, and we decided years ago to only gift consumables.
Okay.
So that I'm just gonna, whatever it is, I'm either gonna drink
a case
it.
of bottled water.
Edibles for all. It's just
Right.
Edibles. Yeah.
Edibles, huh?
Yeah, my family we exchange edibles.
Okay, that's nice. That's a good tradition. Very good.
But
Not what I
usually,
expected. That ending had a twist.
yeah, usually if I get something ridiculous that isn't for me, I do the same thing where I'm like, I should return that, and then it just ends up in a Goodwill
Right.
bag.
Goodwill, or at some point you regift. You just regift.
Yep.
Regifting happens. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Miss Beka Sue, how about you?
I am really a bad returner. Like I plan on it.
Yeah.
I've never returned a gift. I'll say that much. But just in general, I'm bad at returning things anyways. I don't really re-gift. It just sits there and like rots away for
Right.
years until I go, why do I still have this? And I just throw it away or give it to Goodwill or whatever the case. But I don't usually get like bad presents anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not really a big returner, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one year, my mom got me a watch, and it was not in the 80s. It was kind of like a Swatch watch, where it was a different color and the different colors.
Generic Swatch watch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was like red, white, and blue. And I'm like, okay, I don't even wear a watch, but that's great, Mom. So my sister and I decided that we were going to just gift it back and forth every year.
Okay. Okay.
So every year we would give it to the other person. And then I think she finally got tired of it and she gifted it to my mom, who thought it was the best thing ever.
There you go. That's a win. Your sister got a big win there. My
I've never seen my mother wear it, but you know, she was gracious about receiving it.
My dad and my best friend all the way through like high school, college, early adulthood, they got into a thing where they would give the shirt back and forth. So one gave it to the other one. I don't remember who gave it to who first, but whoever got it didn't like it, so they gave it back the next year, kind of like what Kathy's talking. And they went back and forth. My dad finally ended it. He gave a cookie jar one year, put it in the cookie jar, and I gave it to my buddy. He didn't say anything. And then he regifted that cookie jar, and he came back to my dad like a year later, like, you son of a bitch. I gave somebody that cookie jar. And they're like, why is this shirt in here? Yeah, so my dad won that one. Yeah, for sure. So, all right. Katie, how about you? You asked the question.
I'm horrible at returning things, even on Amazon, of things that I ordered.
Do you have your staff do it?
So that's the thing. I normally would take it to the office and have my
Right.
staff
Have the
take care
staff
of
do it.
But now that I'm a government employee, I don't really have like my own personal
You can
staff.
send someone to do that. You're like,
Good. But
this is what you got to do.
and so now my mom knows how horrible I am about returning things. And so on Christmas, any clothing she has purchased me, I'm required to try on that morning to see if it fits. Because if it doesn't, then she keeps it to exchange for a different size. And she legitimately asks, if there's anything you don't like, you're not going to use, leave it here. I will return it, get you a different gift. Normally, she's pretty good about stuff, and she goes off the list.
Moms are the best. Who would do that for you besides your mother? I mean,
so I'm in my 30s, trying on all my clothes Christmas morning and leaving the stuff for Mom to take care of and return because she knows that I won't do it.
Yeah.
I do have a whole closet of like items for quick gifts if I need like a host gift for something last minute. So a lot of the items will go there if it's something that someone gives me that I just have to try to make sure I remember who gave it to me so I don't accidentally re-gift it back to the same person who would not find that funny. So
Yeah. Get yourself in trouble. There you
it's
go.
it's a whole system that does not involve me going through any returns process, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is the goal
Sounds
there.
like overall, with the exception of Luke, this group is pretty bad with returns.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you know, Katie
It
has
doesn't-
a
Katie's
mother.
pretty good because she has a system.
Yeah,
It's her mom.
She still has a
it-
person to do it for her. It's just
Right.
not a staff member. It's
Which
her
is not
mom.
a staff member. Yeah.
It
Mom's
happens.
got to
But
do it.
still, though, if you go look underneath the seats of my truck right now, I guarantee you'll find at least one, if not two, Amazon returns that never made it.
Just didn't make it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly doesn't make any of you bad people. So
A little motivational
Oh.
speech from Luke there.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
I feel better
You can
about
do
myself
better,
now.
but
so.
you're not bad people.
Right.
Just do
They're not
He
bad
didn't
people.
immediately sign off and say,
He's
I
not
cannot hang
mad
with
at
these people.
He's just disappointed.
Yes. Yeah.
That's worse. It's
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm always going to be returning stuff because I'm just with you as like Luke.
Well, you want to live up to Luke's standards, yeah.
right?
We're all gonna have to take videos of ourselves and put it on Crew
Yeah.
Club.
Like
page.
McNew returning that
Cart.
shopping cart today, which looked like she'd never done it in her life. She's like bumping into the
She's
thing.
like running into things.
How does this work?
She's on the
slides in
wrong
there?
side.
Because she clearly doesn't know how to nest them inside each other, so she went with the empty side.
Yeah, she goes to the other side. Yeah. Clearly,
It's
she's
really
not doing that.
convenient for the workers.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Of course
There-
not.
That's the next level. Now I need to tell her that she wasn't making it convenient enough for the workers because she didn't nest it inside. And
Yeah,
if one that's not in line, you gotta go fix it to make sure they're all in
Yes.
line before you walk away.
Well, and I don't know if there might have been somebody creepy. She did have key in hand, ready to go when she put that cart away.
Of course.
Well, then
yes.
maybe
She's
she
ready
shouldn't
to
have
book
been
it.
recording.
Yeah, looking down at.
There's a pro tip.
Get off her
Actually,
damn phone, then.
recording would probably protect her more than her key.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Maybe to some
Yeah.
degree.
Until they grab the phone.
Yeah, until they grab the phone and take her too. So, on that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy. She looks like she's ready to go, or maybe not.
Well, I am. Okay.
All right.
This is the Buzzard's Roost, the store pick.
Okay. Nice.
Woo!
So good.
Okay, that's
Hey!
solid. No shame losing to that one, and I think that's what's going to happen to all of us. I think that's our fate, but we'll see. Von Nieters, you're next.
Well, since I'm not part of the study about the Weller and Blantons, I'm going to drink some Blantons. Some special reserve, just a screw top. Nothing.
It's Weller.
That's Weller. That's not Blanton's,
I
buddy.
just said Weller.
No,
I said
you said
I said that the topic is about Weller and Blantons.
And then you said,
And then you said,
listen back.
I
You
just
said
got
Blanton.
some Blantons. Yeah.
Well, I don't have Blantons. I have Weller.
Oh, he's defiant. He's defiant till the end. Luckily, he knows that we've got this recorded, so yeah. We don't even need to send that to Tim.
Would it
doesn't
be
matter.
funny when we're wrong?
Oh yeah. I'll just edit it and I'll delete that part of it of the show. It'll be gone. I'll be listening again. Trust me.
Evan,
Trust me.
I think you're outvoted here.
That's all right. That's okay. You know what? I mean, you guys said the right thing for me. I mean, I'd rather be drinking Weller, so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Miss Beka Sue, you're next.
I am drinking some Limestone Branch, their rye whiskey, a distillery selection. This is 100% malted rye. Also, can you just imagine kidnapping Stephanie McNew?
They'll return her. Yeah, they'll be bringing her back.
Nothing.
No, nothing. Nothing. I've got Pacific Flyway Bourbon from Golden Beaver. What's kind of cool about this is their first bourbon that they made themselves. So it's a couple of years old. So they've been sourcing up to this point. And they're making that transition now, and this bottle represents the new era. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty important bottle here. So here we go. God.
Whoa.
Oh, I
you
now know
okay?
why the problem is. It's one of those glass corks.
Are you okay?
ooh.
Wow.
Sounded
Are
like you might have
okay?
gotten a shower with that cork
Yeah,
pop.
that was explosive. And,
You need to go grab a towel.
Whiskey
Yeah.
left.
sloshy, and these glass corks are tough. They're tough. So
They're very cool looking though.
yeah, they are very cool looking. Very cool. So special bottle and special cork apparently. But Kathy still has the lead. She stuck the landing. Hers was a clean open. And
Yeah.
it was a great one, explosive. So Katie, you're next.
Well, I'm feeling a little weak, like I'm perishing, so I need to replace with Weller.
Yes.
But this is
Yeah.
the bottle that Steve
The Blantons.
drank. And so
Oh yeah, I gave her that
I wouldn't forget.
when she got her new job. I gave that to her.
Yes. For my
Wow.
We're into
and it's the first Weller I've had that is a cork and not a screw top. So I'm very excited about it.
Okay, solid cork pop. Not good enough today. Kathy she had the cannon. So
If I would have had my microphone, I bet I would have won. But you
you
know.
might have. You might
Thanks.
have. Luke, you are last but not least, buddy. What do you got?
Well, I'm going to give Kathy a run for her money with the same.
Ah, buzzards.
But
Okay.
This one is a private pick. at Side Door Liquor, one of our customers, who actually Beka just took in Hidden Barn too. So,
Okay.
all right, here we go.
Okay.
No.
That was it was cute. Again, you got the cute cork pops going. Nothing to compare to what Kathy had there though. So Kathy, you win. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
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 All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll see if we can get down to this. When do we think a body just witherways and dies if they're not drinking either Blanton's or Weller? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Hi, this is Mr. Bill. You're listening to Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're discussing how quickly you'll die once you stop drinking Blanton's or Weller.
Yes, we will. I deal with this all the time, being a owner of a whiskey store, and people come in, they went through Blanton's and Weller, and we're like, we don't carry that. But by the way, we got stuff that's better that you want to try. Nope, I gotta go. I'm looking for Blanton's and Weller. So I assume they need this to live, I would guess. I mean, you know, it's free. Free samples. Why not try something else if you perhaps
it's not
like
keeping them alive.
Yeah, exactly. So clearly this is some sort of magic elixir that keeps them alive. I would have to guess.
There's obviously a lot of taters in it, so that's why it keeps them alive.
Katie's got a cat crawling up her back, so it doesn't look fun.
Blanton's and Weller's has taters in it.
Yeah.
So they're getting their carbs.
They're getting carbs. Yeah.
You need carbs to live.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that we should probably tie Michael Steinkamp to a chair and cut off Weller rations and see how we can
we'll give him like other whiskey, but we won't give him his Blanton's. And we'll see what happens. And then it'll be like, no Blanton's, no Weller. Let's see how long he makes it.
I'll tell you this much.
Everything else again. We'll get food, water, whiskey.
We'll hear about it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You got any Blanton's though?
The cat's posing. Yeah. All right. What else do you guys think about this? Von Nieters, you got your Weller there. Is that a fix? Did you need that?
Yeah, it's fixed all my ailments.
Okay.
I feel wonderful. I had a backache before this. I feel better.
I'm sure that's cured you. So.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, enough of it. Yeah, it'll cure anything. I think.
Right.
So they say.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, that was me. I was just saying I like those products, but there's nothing to act crazy how people do. They're not offensive. They're just not, God's water is the way people make you think. So go ahead, Kathy.
It's not. Okay. It's not the product. It's people.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there's this rule of 3. You can live for 3 minutes without air. You live for 3 days without water and 3 weeks without food.
Okay.
So my guess scientifically would be 3 years.
3 years. You can go 3 years without Weller or Blanton's, but then after that, you got to have a little bit.
We just need a volunteer to test it.
Right.
And then there's some people, a special case, it might be 3 months.
Yeah. Well, so
it's a little more intense.
If they've been on the high Weller Blanton's diet, do they just go through a rebirth first in the shorter time period and then can go longer, or
they have that withdrawal? They can make it through the withdrawal. Yes.
That's key, huh?
Right.
But not everyone can make it through the withdrawal of your Blantons or your Weller, because
I don't think Steinkamp's got the fortitude for that. He'd be one of the ones lost. Yeah.
So basically, if you make it past 3 months, you're looking at 3 years. But if you don't make it past 3 months, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, also, I think we have to take into account: did they buy it on the secondary, their last Blanton or Wellers, or did they buy it at MSRP? I think the MSRP, they're going to have more longevity, whereas if they bought it on the secondary market, somehow it's lost some of its life-giving forces, and they may only go 3 months.
Yeah.
What if they go to a rehab specifically designed for detoxing from Blanton's and Weller, though?
Oh, I want to open this.
Is it possible to make it through?
That's a $1 million idea right there.
Yeah. So what's the cure? What are they giving you?
What's that?
What's
First of all, in that center, there's no pictures of horses allowed anywhere. There's no horse on TV. You cannot see a horse while you're in there. No. It'll just regress you. You'll just drop right back. So can't have that. Absolutely.
I feel like they used to have to work on expanding their brain from Weller to well water. You got to add the extra letters in. You get very specific well water. I have one for my Nana's house in Maine that I think could do the trick to help them make it through.
Yeah, but you got to be careful with that, because they could go into that fancy water addiction real quick.
Yeah, it all goes back to the water. Yeah, it's
switching their addiction. Then they'll be addicted.
So you better give them some Dasani and not Fuji.
Just ruin their palate. Give them plastic water.
Make their bottles sit out in the heat from the plastic first before they
100-degree Dasani water.
We've all seen, gas stations where they have like their water piled up outside. You see the full sun hitting it. You're like, oh, no, thank you. Not even getting anything there. Terrible.
Yeah, natural disaster comes through. All the stores are closed. I'm like, no, you can keep your sidewalk water. I don't even want it.
Right. I don't want it. Yeah, it'll harden the arteries with all that plastic. Huh? I'm going to do that the natural way with chicken wings. Yeah,
is that what you live forever then, though? Is the plastic? You just got to get more plastic in the body.
Yeah, that's what happens. Eventually, that's how they made that traveling show where you see the plastic bodies, the nude plastic bodies that travel around. That's just people drank too much bottled water that was sitting out in the sun. There's no special science to that or anything. They just drank a lot of bottled water.
It's not resin.
No, it's not resin. It's nothing like that. It's just gas station water did them in. That's why they put out there. It's a warm. You see that if you go there. They actually, it's on a little sign. These people got their water at Sunoco.
Always read the small lettering.
Yeah.
Another question though about dying from not drinking Blanton's or Weller. What happens when they die? Do they become a zombie? Because that's what I'm thinking happens. Like that they just become part of the undead. And
I think they already are.
Okay.
They're so beholden to the Weller and Blantons. They're just the undead in life.
They are undead.
You've seen those the really horrible like drug addicts up in Philadelphia, right? Where where
they pass out all contorted, standing up. Yeah,
that's actually all people who've been denied Wellers and Blanton.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, that's where the rehab is, and they're full.
Yeah, forget Miami. We're opening up our rehab in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Luke, what were you saying?
I was going to say, I heard the scientific thing from Kathy and then Evan and all that. And if someone's really addicted to Blanton's and Weller, I think they're not going to last more than 72 hours. And that's okay too.
That's okay too.
There's got to be something there.
We should deprive them.
You know what? I love this culling the herd kind of mentality that Luke has going on.
It doesn't make them bad people. It's just bad habit.
Luke, I'm telling you.
That's exactly what he said to us the last show.
Right.
So, Blanton's, Weller addicts and non-returners of items is right the same.
We're the same.
Is 72 hours the magic number for everything?
I think 72.
Do we live by this? Is this a thing?
This show?
Yeah, I'm
Luke, yeah.
There's got to be something here, though, because I see people that come into the shop and they want their Blantons, and we say we don't have it, and I'll give them a store that does sell it, but I'll be like, it's $250. That doesn't matter to them. Like, oh, okay. Which way do I go again? $250 for a $60 bottle of whiskey?
Okay, so can you
suspect at $60? I don't. Yeah.
We need the laundromat to have a secondary market inside of it. That you send them down there to spend $300.
They have to rebuild because of the fire.
Yeah,
so it's perfect.
Let Rose just.
Yeah.
This is the idea of how to rebuild. That they have an underground secondary market. Like, I know an individual person, not a business, but it's a person who's got some bottles.
Right.
You probably could go buy it over there for $300 to $500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then think of all the things that you have done with this extra money.
Yeah. Yeah. You just say like the magic word to Rose, horsey topper or something. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Horsey topper.
Horsey topper.
That's the phrase right there.
Yeah. $500, please.
Let me show you to your washer machine. It's over here.
Yeah. Open up dryer number 2 over there. Yeah,
and then there's stairs that go down, like a secret door, and you go down into the basement.
Or even funnier, it's just a really deep hole that they have to reach into, so their feet are like sticking out of the dryer as they're reaching down trying to grab the top of it.
Yeah. Everyone sees Steinkamp's shoes all the time poking out of that dryer.
He sure does do his laundry a lot.
Yeah, that guy's, he looks pretty disheveled for a guy doing his laundry all the time. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, well, there you go. Just a look into the convoluted world of Blanton's and Weller's fans and trying to figure it out. We did the best we could. Hopefully we provided some answers out there, and we'll see. So, proceed with caution if you suffer from this addiction. If you do, please get the help that you need to get over your Blanton's and Weller addiction for sure. All right, Von Nieters, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Von Nieters.
All right, Katie.
You can find me over on Instagram at KatieProof.
Kathy.
I too am on Instagram, and I am KK Cast Strength.
Luke.
You can find us at Santa Fe Boutique Wines on Instagram, and you can find me on LinkedIn.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. We're getting ready to fire up our classes and stuff like that again. We'll have distillers coming by to visit and leading you through tastings of all their whiskey and stuff like that. So that'll be started after the first year. Should be fun stuff. And check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. We've got everything that you need to know right there in that one place. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri, or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.